The new year is just 3 weeks away, and if you're in the market for a new home, a new analysis prediction prices here in the Phoenix area will drop next year.
So we're one of the 22 major cities across the country expecting to see home prices decrease. Let's check in with Whitney, who's joining us live to explain what this could mean for you. Good morning, Whitney.
Hey, good morning, everyone. This is certainly good news for home buyers. Maybe that includes you and your family next year. So prices could dip about 2.3% in our area in 2026. That's according to a new report from Realtor.com. According to the most recent data, the average sale price for a home in the Phoenix Metro is about $613,000. I spoke to a local expert who also expects home prices to go down next year, but says you can expect them to really fluctuate from month to month, similar to what we've seen in 2025.
November over October, prices were up 2.6% in the valley. So predictability is tough to measure and tough to nail, but we can expect fluctuation throughout the year.
Unfortunately, no one has a crystal ball, but real estate experts say interest rates are at about 6%, but that doesn't mean that has to be your rate. As a buyer, you have a lot of negotiating power right now. If you're selling your home, make sure your agent is taking great photos of your property and make sure your agent is out there marketing your home. You do have to stand out in what is really leaning towards a buyer's market right now, not just in Phoenix, but all across the country. Coming up in an hour, right here on Good Morning Arizona, will mortgage rates fall below 6% in 2026? What experts are predicting and how this will impact your buying power.
Well, new this morning, whether you're in the market to buy or sell, we're diving into some of the biggest real estate trends of 2026.
Yeah, the new year is just a few weeks away, so home prices are expected to dip slightly next year by about 2%. Right now, we want to talk about mortgage rates. So let's check in with Whitney, who's joining us live in the newsroom with the answer. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, everyone. By most accounts and predictions, mortgage rates aren't expected to drop drastically in 2026. Even for the experts, though, this is really difficult to predict so far into the future. The experts at Zillow don't think mortgage rates are going to fall below 6%, at least in early 2026. Right now, the average mortgage interest rate on a 30-year term is 6.12%. A local real estate agent I spoke with agrees, and we know this really impacts what you can afford. For every 1% interest rates go up, you lose about 10% of your buying power.
If our rates stay above that 6% level, we can expect much of the same of what we've seen in 2025, which is, yes, it's a little bit of a buyer's market, but not really heavily so. Pretty much balanced, and I think we're going to see more of that balance, that heavy negotiation between buyer and seller into 2026.
Just yesterday, the Federal Reserve met for the final time this year, announcing the 6th interest rate cut of 2025. Now, the Fed doesn't directly set mortgage rates, but they can be influenced by them. There are other factors that play a role, like inflation, which is why they haven't drastically changed in the last 24 hours. Coming up in just about an hour here on Good Morning Arizona, we're all trying to save money on our bills. We hear you. We're right there with you. We'll tell you which energy-efficient features are becoming more crucial for home buyers and what they'll be looking for in the new year.
All right, we are expecting home prices to dip slightly here in the Valley in 2026, with mortgage rates, as you've heard, holding steady for now. And of course, everyone wants to save as much money as possible when buying a home, right?
Yes, so all new this morning as we approach the new year, we're diving into some of the biggest real estate trends of 2026. So Whitney is in studio with what we should see.
Yeah, and this is a really fun one. So something people will really be looking for in the next year, experts predict, is energy efficient homes. Okay. So ways to buy a home and maybe save money on bills throughout the year. So here's an example of a home that's for sale in Phoenix right now, equipped with solar. We know that's not going to be for everybody, but it's something that could be really desirable for folks here in our state. So this is really cool. I found this on the City of Phoenix website. This is to help people who are maybe designing or building a home that they want to be more energy efficient. Check it out. It's a solar kind of chimney, and what it does is it passively cools your home during the hottest months of the year. So the way homes are built are certainly changing. And when it comes to saving money and energy efficient homes. The local real estate agent that I spoke with says it's really in sort of the top third of concerns or desirabilities for families in the Valley right now. Mentions of homes being sustainable or green are up about 21% on Google. Now, the expert we talked to says, buyers walk in, they're going to look at the windows. Are they single pane? Are they double pane? It's really a key component in staying cool during our very hot summer months.
What's the insulation like? Are there new windows? And so, yes, energy efficiency is becoming more and more important as energy costs are rising.
Also something to look for, according to Zillow, electric vehicle chargers are now appearing in 25% more listings across the country. There's more than 8 million registered cars here in Arizona, according to ADOT. About 128,000 of them are electric vehicles, so certainly something we're seeing more pop up in shopping centers and then also at people's homes. Now, coming up in just about an hour right here on Good Morning Arizona at about 7:30, is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? What you need to know if you're buying or selling a home in 2026. And one thing it really comes down to is the photos, how you're marketing the house. I mean, it really has to stand out for buyers right now.
Is it a buyer's market or a seller's market right now?
Yeah, some good news today if you want to buy a new home as we dive into the real estate trends that we're looking at for 2026. So Whitney is joining us right now to explain. Good news, we will take it.
Yes, for buyers, certainly so. We love real estate stories and home design stories, and I know you like this too, Scott. So this is a report from Zillow about 6 home trends to follow in 2026, and it's kind of what people are going to be looking for. I really like this because here is something that's really attractive to me. At-home escapes. So apparently a search for reading nooks has gone up incredibly, and so has actually at-home sports. So people are looking for kind of these features in homes. They're expecting this to get more popular. Renewable and efficient energy, also something homeowners are going to be looking at. And according to the most recent data, the average price for a home in the Phoenix metro area is about $613,000. We spoke to a local expert who also expects home prices to go down this next year by about 2 to 2.6% in Phoenix. However, you can really expect them to fluctuate from month to month, similar to what we've already seen in 2025. Here's what you need to know if you're in the market to buy or sell.
Typically, owning a home is a long-term proposition. So don't try to time the market based on whether prices are up or down that month, that minute. Look at it as a 5-year, 7-year, 10-year outlook. You want to spruce it up. You want to make sure that your agent is taking great photos. If video applies for the home, shoot a great video and make sure that your agent is out there marketing your home. You have to stand out.
Yeah, standing out on social media is what's going to help folks sell their homes. He says we're leaning towards a buyer's market right now. So while mortgage rates are expectedly not going to drop drastically next year, buyers do have a lot of power right now in terms of concessions and negotiations, and that's expected to continue into the new year. So we're not going to see like those 2 or 3% mortgage rates like we did a couple years ago, but we'll keep them steady for now, and we'll certainly keep track of changes as we head into a new year.